And we're seeing this going on, not trying to say the guy is innocent by no means. Like an hour before I got on here, I got to see one of the letters that Janel Grant had wrote to Vince McMahon, one of her love letters. And I'm sitting there reading this, and it was like, this doesn't seem like a girl that's disgruntled about getting a turd on her head, if you ask me. It sounds like somebody that was really enjoying this relationship. And the problem is, you just don't know. You need to present hard evidence. I mean, this is a billionaire we're talking about here. Would somebody sue a billionaire for money? Yeah, they'll sue. And if you got money, they will sue you. You rarely see, Hannibal, somebody that doesn't have money getting these accusations made on them from 20, 30, 40 years ago. And you know, I didn't know that you had went through that, but I feel for you, man, because this is something that is completely out of hand. It's rampant, and the media loves to report every little bump on the way down, every one of those allegations. And you know what? There needs to start being some lawsuits against these people that report this crap, because even if you can prove your innocence, a lot of times that's going to be a stain on your career, and people are always going to look back towards that. It's sick, man. It really is.
100%. Now, just before we went on, I just came from the gym before we did this interview. I had only briefly glanced at that Janel Grant love letter to Vince. Could you share that story and that news with us?
Yeah, man. So it's the New York Post posted this letter that they found that Janel had wrote to Vince. Now, Janel's attorney allegedly is saying Vince forced her to write this letter. Okay. And that was something that he had planned, but then it showed text messages back and forth between Vince and her. It seems like the relationship was consensual and she was enjoying it up until it got to that point. We'll never know, man. I mean, you had all that time to say something about that. And well, you know, let's play devil's advocate here. Would you be scared about this billionaire that's always gotten out of every single one of these lawsuits, even no matter like how crazy the story is? Probably. I can imagine her being a little intimidated by that, but I think she could have got out way sooner. And if you read that letter, I don't want to make up anybody's mind for him or even try to influence you. Read it and see how you feel. To me, it sounds like a woman that was in a relationship and then they broke up. And now she's saying, hey, I mean, let's go back to this, dude. She was going to settle with the guy for $3 million. He only paid her $1 million. And then that's when this lawsuit came back up and these allegations started going. If it wasn't about money, I mean, anyway.
The fact of the matter is she didn't pursue criminal charges, which I think the statute of limitations is up now, but when she initially filed the civil suit, why didn't she file the criminal suit?
Yeah.
The criminal charges, have them arrested.
Well, they said one of the things that you really got to watch out for is when they go to the courts instead of the police department. If they skip over the police department and they go straight to lawsuit, anyway.